as a team, it doesn't feel like we're very confident right now, and also we're just not making those kind of like action calls.
Well, Clutch just forced Golden Guardians out of playoffs, and Apollo, in order to dance on their grave, has insisted that I can only interview them exclusively in front of this Golden Guardians thing. I think you're going to light this on fire halfway through the interview, right?
Right, so that was not true at all. Travis forced me to do this.
That is, I would never. How dare you suggest my credibility? This is brought to you by OmniSlash, by the way. Let's get into the interview. So, It's been a while since I've interviewed you. What's been going on?
It's been a while since we won.
Yeah.
So that's how it works around here.
Yeah, that is true.
It's going well. Actually, no, that's a lie. We're not doing well. It's not going well at all.
Yeah. I do like that you default to positivity, though. You're like, it's going well. Actually, oh, man, I forgot. It's not going well. Yeah.
We haven't been doing well. I don't know. It's rough, especially since I think we thought we were going to do a lot better, right? We had, we're fourth place last split. We're one game away from getting second place last split, and we came into the season pushing for not just playoffs, but higher seed to playoffs, right? So it sucks that we're in this position. The good news is that I guess we're still capable of making playoffs. We probably have to win our next two games and even a tiebreaker at that, and it's totally possible. I think. All the other teams are pretty strong right now, but we still have that chance. And also we have a chance for making Gauntlet. I think we have a really solid chance of making Gauntlet right now. Basically our main focus is just to try and get better, because we know that we're going to have matches to play, right? This isn't our season isn't going to be over after even after just the regular season.
Yeah. So now you move forward with this. What has it been like for you? Because you actually weren't playing for a little bit. What was that experience like for you?
Yeah, we tried different rosters. Oh, so this was after we went maybe I think we went 0-4, which is really bad, obviously. Oh wait, no, sorry, maybe it was 0-2 or 0-3.
You lost some games.
We lost some games, and the coaching staff decided that we should try other things out, because clearly things weren't working out. And I understand. I understood that it sucks. It really sucks, because I don't being bench is not fun for anyone, no matter what they say. And they tried out Piglet, Vulcan, Moon, the three core for those, and it didn't really work out very well either. And I came back afterwards. It still hasn't really it hasn't changed too much, but I think we're still more comfortable with each other, the core five, and from a spring split, of course. And it was it was still nice to be able to look at the team from an outside perspective and kind of see that we still do have the same issues even when they're in, right?
Yeah.
I think a good example is when we were playing when they were playing versus 100 Thieves, and it was just 50 minutes it was a 50-minute game, longest game of the split, and it was just 25 minutes of them bearing dancing.
Yeah.
And I feel if I was in Piglet's shoes, I feel we'd do the same thing, right? Or if everyone else was replaced back into them, I feel we would do the same thing. And I think it's good for us to, or at least it was good for me to look at that and okay, what when I play again, if I play again, I want to try and fix that. I want to fix that issue.
Sure.
So, I think it was an obvious problem anyways, but I think that's just a good example.
Kind of gave you an outside perspective.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, what was your take on Golden Guardians that game? Because unfortunately they weren't able to turn around. There was a really interesting battle at the beginning at Red Buff.
Interesting.
Very interesting. maybe we can hone in on that at least at first.
Well, we had a really strong level 1, so we had Ezreal, Braum. Trundle's okay, but it's mainly the fact that we had Ezreal, Braum, and we wanted to try and get this Nocturne behind, because Nocturne is just a really weak champion early on, and we try to go for an invade, and basically their level 1 isn't weak, but they basically just poked us out, and in order for us to win that, we had to actually fight them and go in aggressively, but we didn't make that call, and we just weren't playing that aggressive on them, and eventually just kind of stalemated, and we didn't really have a good plan going into it. Clearly, we didn't know they were gonna just stack there for 4-man. We kind of thought that we'd push them off, and they didn't. And then eventually, I think it ended up being 3-1. They got 3 kills. We only got 1 kill. And the Xayah ended up being in lane with 2 long swords, which sucks. But we recovered. We went for a gank mid. I think we blew his flash, or I forgot exactly what happened. I wasn't there. but we played pretty well considering the fact that we had like a bad level 1. It just, I mean, it kind of just shows that like we're still like pretty bad. You know what I mean? Like, not to like flame Golden Guardians, but they're pretty bad too for not being able to like. They're pretty bad too for not being able to like, you know, push that lead. And we're just like, yeah, I mean, these are just like, we're just bottom teams right now. I think it's fair to say that we both didn't play the situation properly, right? And yeah, I think that's something that we have to work on. It was just a really bad level 1. It's happened before too versus TSM, I think, right? Yeah.
In reflection, what has happened to Clutch? Like, why such a good placing in in spring, and then such a struggle now in summer?
I wish I could tell you like all the reasons, because I don't even know, right? I think a lot of it has to do with kind of like trusting each other and just indecisiveness in general. We're as a team, it doesn't feel like we're very confident right now, and also we're just not making those kind of like action calls. We're not. It's just like a lot of feeding information to each other rather than like saying what we need to do next. I think that's like the biggest issue, and you can kind of see it, right? And like especially like level 1, you just see that we're not really making like an aggressive decision or even like a decision at all. So that's our main issue, I think, right now.
Is there anything you would say to any of the Clutch fans out there?
Yeah. Thank you for supporting us. We're gonna get better. We're gonna hopefully show up in Gauntlet or even hopefully in playoffs. And yeah, thanks for supporting us. Check out these new jerseys that we got. They're pretty slick. Supporting Texas on the Clutch Game website. Yeah.
Do you think the jerseys can turn it around? It was an interesting time to release the jersey. I think the marketing pitch was like, we've been struggling, but now we realize we need the power of Texas to push forward.
That seems totally fine to me.
Very good.
And thank you, Travis, for this interview.
Thank you. Thank you as always. Oh, car accident almost occurred. You can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel.
It's nice seeing that OmniSlash is still written on this microphone, because it means that at least someone's giving Travis money to afford things like food, rent, mainly to keep him off of my couch and out of my life. So please continue to help support him in doing that. Like, subscribe, comment, do whatever it is that he needs you to do. Support him.